All right, so welcome everyone. My name is John Toublaris from eXp Realty. I've got a really special gift and surprise for you because we have here Jason Weinberger now with eXp Realty. Jason, welcome on board.
Thank you very much, John. Great to see you. I'm excited to be part of the team.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, Jason, let's just jump right into it here. We spoke yesterday and definitely got your energy, your excitement, your enthusiasm. Why don't you just share, what was it like for you just in terms of like, when did you first hear it? What was like the process of going through this big decision that you made? And then, of course, going right through this entire process here.
Yeah, sure. So a little bit of a background about myself. I've been in the industry for 13 years. Started back in 2007. I was with Royal LePage. Great organization. They really helped me kind of kickstart my career, threw myself into some good training. And in fact, that's where you and I met. You helped kind of take me under your wing and you were kind of a mentor. So thank you for that. That was really helpful. And we got to know each other. And enjoyed my time with Royal LePage, but I felt like I sort of outgrew it and I needed something more. So 2010, I actually joined Keller Williams. A good friend of mine who I had known for many years introduced me to the company, and I hit the ground running. Fantastic organization, amazing mentorship, leadership. I really felt like I could take my business to the next level with Keller Williams and really help me grow personally, professionally. My business continued to grow year over year. The last 5 years, averaging about 8 to 10 million in volume. So things were really great. Keller Williams is a phenomenal place, but when I heard about eXp, as Wayne Gretzky once famously said, skate to where the puck is going. And I saw eXp as the future, not just of the industry, but of the world. eXp, I feel, is really front-running this transformation that's happening in our day-to-day life, in the business world, and as real estate agents. Cutting-edge technology, phenomenal ecosystem, multiple streams of revenue share. I mean, it's got so many advantages. And really, it was just, I was watching it silently for about a year and a half. I had seen about it briefly online, and I had seen some people posting in real estate groups. I didn't really know much about it, but I was sort of watching it quietly from a distance. Mm-hmm. And I was just humming along with my real estate business. Nothing was really wrong per se. I was growing year over year. I was thriving. My clients were fantastic. But it's really a matter of giving up the good to go for the great. I really believe in, not getting complacent in life and in business. So basically, I took some time to really think it over the last few months and made the decision and jumped in head first.
That's awesome. That's incredible. And so what I hear there is that, you've been in the business now, 13 years, right? In the real estate business? Yeah. So you're not someone that, jumps around from place to place. Like, you really thought this through, right? You're at 10 years at Keller Williams. You're a top producer. I've been seeing you've been winning multiple awards month after month, year after year. You said, millions of dollars in closed volume. And for you, I get it. It's like it was a decision that you really thought this through. You did your due diligence. And you came over. Now, I also know that you've helped a lot of realtors along the way. Obviously, you and I connected, back 13 years ago. But along the way, you found out some tools and some strategies for yourself. And now you've become more of an agent who's doing a lot of online work as well. We're going to be talking about that too, because you got an incredible program, which I believe every agent should be, looking into it, and of course joining your program as well with Future Proof Agent. You've been doing it for a couple of years now. So let's go back to this the process in terms of with the eXp here. Like, what is it that you like best about the business model? And let's start with that. Like, let's see, what is it that you like best? If you want to hone in just on a couple of things here that for yourself that's going to make a difference for you in your business. And then the second question would be, what do you think would make available and make a difference for others as well?
Absolutely. So, I've been a big proponent of technology for years. I've been very active with the digital marketing side of the business. I'm sort of self-taught. For the last 6 years, I've been extensively involved in Facebook advertising, Google AdWords, email automation, and I've done dozens of transactions from digital marketing, and I've actually grown it to the point where I was getting inquiries from realtors and friends and colleagues about what I was up to. How does this all work? Not everyone is mentally or physically prepared to go door knock for months and months, or they don't have the tenacity to cold call. I was tired of getting hung up on. I tried cold calling for 3 months, wanted to quit the business. It was very demoralizing, rejection after rejection. I did door knocking, in patches over the years here and there, but I knew it wasn't a sustainable way for me to really drive my business. I've always been passionate about technology, and I saw this tidal wave coming. This was about 6 years ago, and I knew that technology would massively disrupt the whole world, and particularly real estate. It was due for a transformation. A lot of the ways of doing business were sort of antiquated and old school. And I just saw this trend and I jumped in full force. I got really excited. I taught myself the nuts and bolts. I read dozens of books, as you can see behind me. Here's living proof. Today a reader, tomorrow a leader. I love to read. A lot of these books are on digital marketing, and really became sort of a mad scientist figuring this all out and then applying it in my business. And it started to work really, really well. And what I love about the eXp model is that they're very forward thinking. It's cloud-based, it's a virtual brokerage. The founder was extensively involved with startups and online lead generating. So I understood that, he really kind of grasped this whole concept. He was really kind of integrating it into the core of a company. This is how people find agents. This is how people connect with agents. It happens online by far more than anything. And it's only accelerating year by year. A lot of other brokerages, they develop the CRM and the software and the front face of the brokerage to adapt to technology, but they kind of leave the agents behind, I find. And what I like about eXp is that not only are they forward facing for the consumer's benefit, but also enabling the agent to really streamline their businesses, to consolidate everything through the cloud. I love the fact that we're not siloed with, these franchises, because with the franchise model, you're sort of geographically confined to your particular area. I never really got to know too many agents outside of my immediate market, unless I went to an event and spent thousands of dollars. So I like the fact that eXp is one organization. It's not a franchise. It's one big unit where you can connect and collaborate with people across the globe, essentially, through the virtual environment, through eXp World. You have in-person events as well, obviously. Maybe not right now because of the state of the world, but you have that option available to you. So it just makes sense, because I was thinking, how much time have I been spending in the office realistically over the last 5 years, other than meeting clients? And I was doing training. I've been part of the training faculty with Keller, and it's always been a privilege and an honor to give back. But for me personally, I've essentially been a work from home agent for many, many years. And I think a lot of agents have transitioned, especially with what's happening in the world right now. Most agents prefer to work at home. So what I really understood quickly with eXp is, by not having that traditional brokerage expense of brick and mortar offices, they're able to pass the savings on to the agent, truly pass the savings on to the agent, by providing revenue share, stock ownership in the company, truly being an owner, and being able to build a business within a business. Because the heart and center of what we do is sell homes, and that will always be the core of being a realtor. But there's so much more opportunity within that to create passive income, to create a legacy, to create an exit strategy, to create a retirement plan. And eXp provides that to me and every agent that joins. And I just saw that as a huge opportunity. So I guess to sum it up, it would be the technology focus, the platform, and the fact that everyone is really part of one team. And this creates massive collaborative opportunities as far as connecting with other agents, referral opportunities, mentorship. The training is second to none. I mean, I took a look at the training calendar. I was blown away. I mean, it's just unbelievably comprehensive. So fantastic for new agents or any agent that just wants to learn. I mean, I've been in the business for 13 years, but I've never done learning. I'm always a student. So I love the fact that I can reach out to anyone. The training is accessible 24/7, either live or recorded. And then really just the multiple streams of income, revenue share, stock options, and this fantastic culture. I mean, I just joined and I'm already welcomed with open arms in all these different Facebook groups and WhatsApp group messages. And I feel like they've really embraced me. And that's important because it doesn't matter how experienced you are. If you don't have that positive culture behind you and that winning mindset, then it's going to be, you're going to be lacking. You're going to be missing that element. I think that's really important, especially as entrepreneurs. It can be a lonely business. You can feel isolated, especially right now during COVID. So feeling like you're a part of something and that you really have each other's backs, that was really important to me. And I think it should be important to every agent out there as well.
That's fantastic. Wow, every single point that you mentioned there. So yeah, the technology, the platform, the online world in terms of the generating leads, but also, able to build a legacy as well, able to build something, because usually when you're at other traditional real estate brokerages, you're building someone else's business, right? You're just getting, of course, you're selling homes, helping people buy and sell homes. But here, there's an opportunity to help build an organization of your own as well. And actually, to help you, whether it's with mortgage payments, car payments, whether you want to invest more money in your online lead generation, whichever it is, the technology is a big part. And actually part of our core values is being agile and being innovative. It's one of our 2 out of the 9 core values that we have here at eXp. And of course, the culture, the collaboration, the community, what you spoke about. Absolutely. And it was just amazing. I added you on our WhatsApp group here in in Toronto. And then all of a sudden people just say, "Hey, Jason, welcome, welcome, welcome." Obviously it's a great feeling to experience that, especially when you're at a traditional brokerage and you're coming over here, and then the energy, the excitement is here welcoming you with that, right? So then why is it, Jason, with all that, what do you see for yourself, like in terms of increasing your business? I mean, you're already a top producer, as I mentioned before. You've been mentoring, you've been training other agents as well. Like, what is it for you? Like, you're at a high level right now. Where are you looking to go from here in terms of your real estate business to increase it? Where do you see it projecting or some sort of future? What are you looking to build and create going forward with the eXp model?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for me, it's not just selling homes and trading time for dollars. I mean, I love what I do. It's an honor and a privilege to help people through major milestones in their life. And that'll always be the core of what I do. But I'm also a big proponent and believer in leverage. So having leverage, what are the catalysts? What are those levers you can pull that are going to create exponential results in your business and in your life? For me, it's not just about work. As you know, I love to travel. Lifestyle is important, having a balance. And I feel like leverage allows agents to have a better work-life balance. And a lot of the leverage comes from technology. It comes from streamlining how you're doing things. It comes from relationship building and referrals. It comes from online lead generating platforms. And I feel like eXp allows the agent to really tap into leverage. Revenue share is something that can really accumulate quickly simply by, introducing people into the company and then helping them get going and being sort of a mentor. And I think it's a great way to really build out the organization organically, but also, as you said, build your own organization, right? So you can essentially become a broker within a brokerage. You can be a mentor and a leader and help people build their own businesses and create their own legacies while building your own. you know, I really believe in the philosophy of if you help enough people achieve what they want, you will naturally achieve what you want. So it's give before receive, always come from contribution, always act in integrity. And you have to have the right business model to allow for that, right? Because if you're trying to do, you know, 7 different things, you'll probably do about 20% of each or 30% of each, right? So like the man who chases two rabbits catches none. So I feel like, you know, when you can consolidate your efforts and have them sort of complement each other, then you can really build things organically while still being very efficient with your time. And you can create those catalysts, right? Those huge levers that you can pull. So I think that eXp really understands that. They've embraced that. They've built a infrastructure that allows agents to really leverage the tools and the technology and the relationships. So that's where I see my business going. Selling homes will always be at the core, but I've also, as you mentioned, I have another business. It's called Future Proof Agent, helping realtors with digital marketing, teaching them about online lead generating. So a big part of what I do is mentoring and training. And I love the fact that eXp has a lot of mentorship opportunities to help other agents. I personally really believe in multiple streams of income, particularly passive income, where you're not just trading time for money, but you know, you're working smart. I mean, I don't want to be the guy who you know, works 60 hours a week and just brags about how many hours he's put into his day. I want to be the guy that brags about having the most impact and working the least amount of hours per day. We wear this this badge as a trophy of honor. I see it out there. Oh, I work 60 hours a week. Oh, you think that's a lot? I work 80 hours a week. I want to be the guy that works the least amount of hours and makes the biggest impact for myself and for those around me. So, and that all comes down to leverage and systems. So that's what I'm really excited about, to move my business forward and, you know, over the next sort of 3 to 5 year horizon.
Beautiful. That's awesome. Yeah, leverage is a key word in business, because not only do will you have more time freedom, but also you're able to contribute and you invest your time into others and give back to them and make a difference for them and their businesses. I mean, I know you love to travel to Europe and all over. So for you, it's like having that quality time, but you're leveraging the online tools. You're leveraging what you know your expertise is with Future Proof Agent, which do an awesome and incredible job. And again, I really encourage agents to contact you for the agent proof business in terms of building this online presence, but also having the leverage and using the tools here at eXp with the revenue share, with the stocks and ownership and all that. So it's really marrying all these things together so that you can really have an impact, not only on your life, but on other lives as well, right?
Absolutely,
So,
absolutely. You hit the nail on the head. I mean, it's really just combining everything into one organization under one umbrella. And it's also exciting to be part of something that's growing. You know, eXp is relatively new in Canada, and I'm excited about that. I'm excited to really kind of help grow the organization. I'm excited to be in on it kind of from the ground floor and to see this tremendous growth and how much it's been accelerating. You know, that's something it's just great to be a part of. It's
no doubt. Absolutely. Now, Jason, there are people out there, let's call the elephant in the room here. There are people out there saying, I don't know about this online virtual world. I'm more comfortable going to the office, seeing my manager, like walking in there. Like, I mean, obviously the world's changing, but there are agents that are, they want that comfort. They're very comfortable walking into an office. I hear this quite a bit. And they want to see the manager. They actually want to see people there, right? And I completely get it. I'm a people's person. I love, meeting people in person. So what would you say to the agents that are, they want to look at this traditional type model, but yet the world's going virtual, and they're like, well, I feel more comfortable at the traditional as opposed to the virtual. So what would you say to those agents that are thinking like that, as opposed to and resisting maybe the virtual world?
That's a great point, and I think a lot of agents are kind of wrestling with that and trying to figure that out. And I would say that, you know, the way that things have sort of developed is that it's all private masterminds, private collaborations, private get-togethers where, you know, you sort of choose your team. You know, you choose who you want to associate with, you choose who you want to connect with. Everyone, I think, has to seek out the people that they want in their corner and who they vibe with, you know, who they kind of match with energetically. I'm a real big believer in, you know, being in alignment with the right people. So I think that, you know, once you immerse yourself in this community, even though it's virtual, because it's virtual, you can connect with people a lot easier, right? Because when you go to a traditional brick and mortar office, you're really only exposed to the people within a 500-meter radius, right? You're only exposed to the people in that building. But when you're virtual, you can connect and collaborate faster and easier. And then once you can sort of develop those relationships, then you can organize a get-together. You know, I know you guys have done like pool parties, you've gotten together at various like social events, right? And
Yeah.
that's amazing because you always have that option, right? So that way I see it as the best of both worlds, where you can be online, but you can also be offline, right?
That's a really
Because,
good point.
you know, like it's really just whatever you feel most comfortable with. You don't necessarily have to stick with one or the other. I think it's a hybrid model. You know, it's a hybrid. It offers the best of both worlds. And that's what I'm really looking forward to, because even though I love to work virtually and remotely, you know, I still like to plug in once in a while. I mean, I like to get together with people, obviously. Nothing beats an in-person mastermind. But you guys have welcomed me into your organization, and we've already sort of, I've already adopted into the you know, private WhatsApp group, and I see you guys are really sort of tightly knit, and you've got a great community established. So, I mean, there's nothing stopping agents from just organizing a social get-together, a mastermind, barbecue, pool party. I mean, you know, getaway. It's all available.
Yeah, that's a great point that you mentioned there with you have the best of both worlds. So you have the virtual where you connect with many, many, many people at once. But then at the same time, as you mentioned, yes, we do have these pool parties, these get-togethers. We have a monthly mingling events that I put together here for the group here in Toronto. We get together in person. We have some appetizers, have some drinks. It's a great way for us to connect and collaborate with each other. So that's a great point. It's like the best of both worlds having like that. It's excellent. So what would you say then to the two-part question here? What would you say then to the newer agents that are looking at this model? And then what would you say to the experienced agents who've probably been at a brokerage for, you know, 15, 20 years type of thing, and they're pretty comfortable there? So what would you say to the new agents, and then what would you say to the experienced agents? Maybe some tips or some words of advice coming from a great producer like yourself.
Well, I would say the answer is the same: training. If you're a new agent, throw yourself into it. Immerse yourself in training. Take it in like a sponge. Utilize the tools available to you. You know, I still do training on a regular basis. I'm a big fan of coaching and mentorship. And really, it's just an ongoing process. It's always an evolution. It never stops. And if you're an experienced agent, I would say give back and become a mentor and sign up as a trainer, right? Because that's this beautiful cycle where, I mean, I've had the privilege of sort of standing on the shoulders of giants and a lot of very generous people that really helped me take my business to the next level, help me grow. And I really appreciated that. And then in turn, it was just my duty and my responsibility to give back. So then I've been very involved with training and mentoring and helping agents, not just with the technology side, but also new agents in general, just kind of get up and running, answering questions. So I think really it's just about giving back as an experienced agent, helping grow this community, taking a leadership role. And as a new agent, I would say just throw yourself into the training. It's the best in the industry as far as I'm concerned. It's unbelievably valuable. And, you know, you never know enough, right? So, I mean, there's always something to learn. And it's also about your mindset. It's not just the tactical stuff. I mean, you can take phenomenal training on how to conduct a listing presentation, on how to grow your Facebook presence. But I think it all starts with mindset. So really being in that environment really becomes sort of the soil where everything grows out of. And I think eXp has a phenomenal ecosystem and environment where people can really thrive, even if you're a brand new agent. I would say, don't be intimidated. If you're not tech savvy, it's all about baby steps. Just take it one step at a time. If you get stuck, reach out. I mean, everyone is available to help you, from the most basic thing like logging into your account to eXp Enterprise, to how do I process paperwork, how do I navigate the eXp world, and then all the tactical stuff about doing business. So I think all the tools are available for newbies. Experienced agents, I think, should really step up, take a leadership role, help build this company, just keep it going, and just give back, because I think that's what it's all about.
Fantastic. So both training for the newer agents and giving back for the experienced agents. That's excellent, Jason, and phenomenal. So where can agents reach out to you? What are your contact details?
So agents can email me at jason@addressingtoronto.com, or they can find me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Jason Weinberger. I'm all over the internet. You can't miss me. And yeah, I'd be happy to connect with anyone, answer any questions, help anyone in any way that I can. This industry has been very good to me. I'm very grateful for my time as a realtor and the organizations I've been a part of. Like I said, Keller Williams, fantastic place. I'm excited to take things to another level and to continue to grow with eXp. And yeah, thanks a lot for the chat, John. It was great to connect.
Yeah, likewise. And thank you for your time, Jason. And again, it's such a privilege and an honor to have a great, talented realtor, a top producer like yourself, joining us here at eXp, our group here in Toronto. And we're going to be creating some big things, some great things, and we're going to have lots of fun doing it, because this can be a lonely business, right? So we're here to connect and have lots of fun, and build some very long-lasting friendships for many, many years to come. So welcome on board. Congratulations. And let's rock it.
Thanks very much, John. Excited for the future. We'll chat soon.
All right. Take care.
Take care.